Hello everyone, Mauro here. In this lesson, we're going to look at the different ways to delete and recreate the recovery partition on Windows 11. The recovery partition is a special section on the hard drive that Windows configures to store the files and open the Windows recovery environment to troubleshoot and fix issues with the operating system. Although you don't have to worry about this partition for the most part, sometimes, for different reasons, you may have to recreate it because it is not working correctly, because you have to make it bigger, or because you have to move it to make sure that you can extend the primary partition on the computer. Regardless of the reason, Windows 11 doesn't include a feature to manage the recovery partition. However, there are tools that you can use to delete and recreate the recovery partition on Windows 11. Okay, let's down to the steps to recreate the recovery partition on Windows 11. But before, please subscribe to the channel and click the like button to help YouTube show this video to more people. It doesn't cost anything and you will be helping the channel and supporting my work. You can also visit my website for more tutorials and related tech news. Now, if you have to move the recovery partition to another section of the hard drive to expand the current setup volume, or you have to make the partition bigger, you can reuse the existing WinRE.win file from the old recovery partition, which is actually the image that includes all the troubleshooting tools that you can access from the Windows recovery environment. Now, it is important to note that before proceeding, that you will be modifying the current installation, so it is recommended to create a full backup before proceeding in case of something goes wrong and you need to roll back. With that out of the way, let's continue. Now, to create a new recovery partition by reusing the existing files from the current partition, use these steps. Okay, first, we're going to open Start and look for the terminal or command prompt. And then we're going to run the terminal as an administrator. And now we're going to type this command to disable the Windows recovery environment. Now, when you perform this action, two things are going to happen. First, the Windows recovery environment is going to be disabled on your computer, and then the WinRE.win file is going to be copied over to the recovery folder inside of the System32 folder on the local Windows installation. If you don't see it here, that's because you need to actually show system files, and we do that from the folder options, and then on view we need to have this option clear, and then you're going to see this hidden file, and as you can see, it's about 520 megabytes. And since we know that that image works, we can actually reuse it to recreate the recovery partition on Windows 11. So now we need to delete the current partition, and to do that, we're going to use the diskpart tool. Then we're going to type this command to list all the disks on the computer. Then we're going to select the hard drive that is installed on the computer, in this case, disk 0. Now we're going to list the partitions on that drive, and as you can see, partition 4 is the recovery partition. So make sure that you know exactly the partition number for the recovery partition on your computer. Now, since I know that partition 4 is my recovery partition, we're going to select that partition using this command. And now we're going to delete that partition. For that, we're going to use this command. Now, at this point, if we go to disk management, we're going to see that the recovery partition is no longer available. So if you needed to make the drive C bigger, now is the time. So for example, if you wanted to expand this, you will right click on it and select the extend value option. Then you will click next, and here you will specify the amount of storage that you want to use for the C drive. However, it is important that you leave enough space so we can recreate the recovery partition. So depending on how much space you have available, make sure that you leave at least 1024 megabytes for the recovery partition, which I have done right here. And then just continue with the steps, and then you can expand the volume on the computer. So once you've done that, you're going to end up with the remaining unallocated space, and then we're going to use this space to create the new recovery partition. Now, and to do that, we're going to type this command. Now we need to format the new partition with the NTFS file system, and then we're going to use the quick option to perform the format faster. Now, we need to set a specific ID for the partition in order for the system to recognize it as a recovery partition. And actually, not only we have to set the ID, but also we have to set the GPT attribute for the partition. So first, we need to use a set ID equal, and then you have to use this particular ID, and then we're going to use the override option. Remember that you don't have to pause the video, just check the video description that I have a link to the written instructions where you're going to find all the commands to perform this task. And now press enter. And now we need to run this command to lock and prevent users from modifying the recovery partition. And then we're going to exit from this part tool. Now, since we have a win file, we can simply re-enable the Windows Recovery Partition, and the system is actually going to look into this folder and is going to copy over this file to the Recovery Partition automatically. And as you can see, the command ran successfully and the image is no longer here. Now, to confirm that the Windows Recovery environment has been completed successfully, we can run this command using the info switch. And as you can see right here, the feature is enabled and here's the location of the recovery partition. Now, if you have this enabled and you see this path, then everything should be good to go. Also, if we go to this management tool, we can see that the partition has been created and it reads recovery partition. So the easiest way to test this is by opening the Windows Recovery environment. So let's do that. Now let's go to System, Recovery, and then on Advanced Startup, let's just click the Restart button. And there you go. This is a Windows Recovery environment, so we can go to Troubleshoot. From here, you can reset the computer, and we can also access the advanced options. And if you see all these options available on this page, you have successfully deleted and recreated the Windows Recovery Partition on Windows 11. Now, if the current installation is having issues with the recovery partition because of data corruption or any other issue, you can still delete and recreate the new partition, but you have to supply the WinRE.wim file, which is actually instead of the install.wim image. Usually you can find that on the Windows 11 ISO or the Windows 11 USB bootable media. So to recreate the Windows 11 recovery partition from scratch, follow these steps. First, what you're going to need to do is to download the Windows 11 ISO file from the Microsoft servers. And to do that, you'll want to go to this website to download Windows 11. Then from here, we're going to go to the download section for the ISO file, and then we're just going to select Windows 11, and then we're just going to follow the steps to download the image. Just click the download button and save that file to your computer. I already have it downloaded on my computer and it's mounted right here. So you can always mount the ISO file by right-clicking and selecting the mount option. And also make sure to note the drive letter for the location where the installation files are for Windows 11. In this case, is D. Now we're going to open Command Prompt or the terminal as an administrator. And to do that, open Start. And in my case, I'm going to look for the terminal. I'm going to right-click on it and select the Run as Administrator option. Now I'm going to switch to Command Prompt. I'm going to clear the screen. And now we're going to use the This Part tool. Then we're going to list all the available drives on the computer. We're going to select the main drive where the recovery partition is located and then press enter. Make sure to update the command with the disk number that is available on your computer. Then we're going to list all the partitions on that drive and we're going to use this command. Now, again, we can see that the recovery partition is number 4, and now we need to select that partition with this command. Make sure to use the number that corresponds to your recovery partition. And now we're going to delete that partition using this command. Now, at this point, we can go to disk management, and we can see that we no longer have the recovery partition. And if you have to manage the main partition, this one right here, or Windows install in a different way, you can do it right now, and then you can continue creating the recovery partition. So now to create the partition, we're going to use this command, and here you're going to notice that I'm using the size option, and it's equal to 21024. That is actually assigning 1 GB for this specific partition. Now, if you want to use the leftover space, you can ignore this option. Also, make sure that you have enough space, otherwise you might have an error. Now we need to format the partition as an NTFS, and we're going to use the quick option. Now we need to register the new partition as the recovery partition, and we need to use this command. Again, you don't need to pause the video. Just check the video description for the link to the written tutorial that includes all the commands that I'm using on this video. Press enter. And now we need to assign this attribute for the GPT partition. Now we're going to exit from this part. Okay, now if you haven't connected the USB drive or you didn't mount the Windows 11 ISO file, now is the time. I'm just going to clear the screen, and now I'm going to run this command to create two folders. It's going to create the images folder and the mount folder. And I'm doing this instead of the account profile, more specifically in the downloads folder. So after you type the command, press enter. Now, if we go to the downloads folder, we're going to find the two new folders. Now we're going to use this command to copy the install.wim image to the image folder that we just created. Also, remember to specify the path for the WIM file, and that's where the ISO file is mounted or where you have located the USB with the Windows installation files. In my case, it's the D drive, and the install.wim file is always located inside of the sources folder. So if we go to the drive, we go to the sources folder, and then we just look for the install.wim file. It's this one right here. So now we're just going to press enter to copy that image to your computer. This might take a while because the size of the image is close to 5 gigabytes. Now we're going to use this command to mount the install.wim image to the computer inside of the mount folder that we created earlier. Now, as you can see right here, the index is set to 6 because I'm currently using Windows 11 Pro. If you have a different edition of Windows, such as Windows 11 Home, you have to make sure to use the correct index. Now, if you don't know the index that you need to use for your installation, what you can do is just to open the command prompt console, and then you need to run this command and make sure to change the drive letter to the letter that specifies the USB or that ISO mount, and then press enter. This might take a while because the system is reading into the image to list all the available editions on that drive. And as you can see, here we have the list of all the index numbers. So for Windows 11 Home, it's 1, and for Windows 11 Pro, it's 6. Now we're just going to press enter to mount the... Just remember that this command will take a few minutes. Okay, for the next step, we're going to run this command to create a backup of the existing recovery agent.xml file to prevent different issues for enabling the Windows recovery environment with the new image. Now we're going to use this command to copy the winery.wim file from the mount point to the recovery folder inside of the local installation. And then we're going to run this command to copy the new recovery agent.xml file to the recovery folder. And now if we go to the recovery folder, which is actually inside of C, Windows, System 32, Recovery, and you can see that we have the backup of the old file, and then we have a copy of the new one, and the winery.wim image. Now, in order to configure the recovery partition, we need to type this command. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to retype the command, and then we're going to press enter. Now, when we run this command, the system will automatically transfer the winery.wim file to the recovery partition. As you can see, it's no longer here, and it's going to enable the feature. Now we can run this command to confirm that the Windows recovery environment has been created successfully. And as you can see, it's enabled, and we have a path to that specific partition. Now at this point, we can run this command to dismount the image. And also you want to run this command because sometimes the system is not going to know if the image has been unmounted already. And now we can close command prompt. And don't forget to go to the downloads folder, and you can now delete the mount and images folders. And now if we go to this management, we're going to see that we have a new recovery partition created, and it's actually labeled recovery partition, so that looks good. Now we can further test that everything is working correctly by opening the Windows Recovery environment on Windows 11. And to do that, we're going to go to Settings. And from here, we're going to go to System. Then on Recovery, we're going to click the Restart button for Advanced Startup. And as you can see, we have the Windows Recovery environment working. If we go to Troubleshoot, Advanced, we're going to find all the troubleshooting tools. And that's it. Those are two ways that you can use to delete and recreate the recovery partition for the Windows Recovery environment on Windows 11. Let me know in the comments the method that you use, and also remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.